the red balloon, and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were three little bears sitting on chairs. They were talking to each other, and that and two little kittens, meow, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb, a brush, a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, "Hush! Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Balloon burst. Good night, kittens. Meow. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb. Good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Good night, mommy. Good night, iPhone. Good night, Daddy V. Good night, the police. Good night, $800,000. Good night, everyone. Good night, Anh. Good night, the toilet. And good night, the bed. Good night, iPhone. Good night, iPhone.